Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be making a delicious mushroom soup. We're going to be using the Ninja soup maker that we have right here. Just got it for my birthday a couple of weeks ago. Done quite a few soups with it already. Really easy to use. I'll go through how we use it a little bit later. But yeah, a mushroom soup. We're going to have about 300 grams of mushrooms, button mushrooms. We're going to be using 1 onion, some stock, vegetable stock, and some mixed herbs as well. It's vegetarian, it's vegan, it's suitable for anyone, really good for you. Let's get to it. So here is the soup maker. We've got this lid here, which is quite a stiff one to get. I always give it a quick rinse before we start the new soup, even though it has been washed quite thoroughly at the end of the last soup that I made. So we'll give the jug a very quick rinse and put that back on there, ready for the ingredients. Okay, so we've got our mushrooms. What we're going to do is actually use the chop function on the soup maker, because I don't want a very smooth soup, but also don't want a big chunky one either. So we've got a chunky soup setting and a smooth soup setting on there. So what I'm going to do is just chop down the mushrooms a little bit before we set the chunky soup program going. So I've put a few in there. We'll turn it on. It's asking for the lid. On the lid goes. Lock it into place. And I'm going to go on to the chop button there. Okay, that says done. I'm going to open the lid. Put in some more of the mushrooms. You don't have to do this, you could just chop the mushrooms up yourself a little bit, but this machine is pretty good, so we're going to use it. There we go, that's back on. Chop. Just wait for the time to go down. And all around here is the chopped mushrooms, as you can see. We'll put the rest of them in now. You could use some beef stock if you wanted to give it an extra bit of flavour, but we're going to be using vegetable stock. I shall push the chop again. And there we are. All the chopping is done. So that's the mushrooms sorted out. We are now going to cut up the onion. And we're going to cut it up quite small. It's a half-hour cycle to make the soup. And during that half an hour, the soup maker does actually do a couple of short blends. So whatever we put in there is going to be a little bit blended when it comes to the end. Got this lovely Stephen Vegan 2020 chopping board my daughter bought for me. And here we go, easy way to do it. I always do it this way. Chop the onion. Quite chunky, like that, and then like so. It's one lot. So there we are, there's our onion all chopped. I'm going to open the lid and put in all of the onion. There we go. So that's all of the onion in, all the mushrooms in. I'm just going to move the camera up so you can see the soup maker. There we go. Just going to put in a bit of mixed herbs. And then we also have 2 vegetable stock cubes. We're just going to throw those in. This will feed 2 people quite easily. You'll be quite full up after this meal. It is a whole meal. So as you can see there, everything's in. Now all we need to do is add our water. Now here is a max fill line. Here is a cold max fill line, but we want the hot one. This is max fill hot. I'm going to put in the liquid from the tap up to that line. Here we go, roughly around there. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of salt. I do love black pepper. Give it a bit of a kick. You could put a bit of chili or anything else you wanted to do in there, a bit of coriander maybe. And there we are, lids on, ready to go. Hit the chunky soup setting, 30-minute timer starts. Let's see what happens. During the cycle, as I said, it will actually do some blending. It will start boiling and we'll get our lovely soup at the end of it. I'll fast forward the video to the end and to certain parts where it's blending so you can see that. And I'm looking forward to the soup. And there you go, you can see it's done a quick blend at 20 minutes left after 10 minutes of cooking. It's got a heated platen in there which heats up. That's really, really hot. I did forget to mention actually, at the end of the 30-minute cycle, if you leave it in its current state, it will keep the soup warm for another hour. So it's a great tool for putting your soup on a winter's evening, take the dog for a walk, come back and you've got a lovely hearty soup. And there you go, it's done another blend. Still cooking, bubbling away, very hot. Now, you could, if you wanted to, make it a cream of mushroom soup. This little thing on the top, you can open that up and you can add ingredients on the fly. So you could put in some double cream. And if you've picked the smooth soup option, that will give it a real big blend right at the end. And you'd have a lovely creamy mushroom soup. If you needed to thicken it, I wouldn't use normal flour, I would use corn flour. Just pour some in the top here just to thicken it up, but being vegan, I'm not going to be using cream. So I'm just going to let it continue now. 10 minutes left. And yes, getting very hungry now. The smell is amazing. And here we are, coming up to the end. 10 seconds left. It really does smell delicious. And here we go. Done. And here we have the keep warm. It will just keep it warm for another hour. So if you're out for a dog walk or you've gone shopping or whatever you're doing, you can come back to a lovely warm, hearty cup of soup. So we're going to turn off the machine now, and we're going to twist the lid and release all of those lovely flavours. Okay, put that to one side for the moment, and there we go. I'm going to grab my bowl. I'll move the camera down a moment. And just going to give it a little stir. And here we are. It really is very, very hot, so please be careful. That's my bowl of soup there, and I have plenty for my lunch at work tomorrow, which is great. This would go great with some lovely chunky buttered bread. But I'm going to dip in a moment and enjoy this delicious soup. If you wanted it a bit thicker, but without adding cream or corn flour, you could have added a potato chopped up into small pieces at the beginning. But I've just kept it simple today with mushrooms, onion, mixed herbs and vegetable stock. So if you like the video, please hit the subscribe button for more soups coming up and other vegan recipes. And make sure to hit the like button and leave any comments for any recipes you'd like me to try. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.